She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. And so I did a video last week, or week or last, whenever it was, about the whole Monique thing. And I had people commenting, getting on my goddamn nerves. You know, I made my video when she made the first set of comments just saying how we should boycott. And I specifically said in my video that I do believe she deserves more money. However, no one's going to boycott Netflix. And people's like, oh, you know, how can you say stuff like that? And, you know, things are so unfair, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. I think people forget that my channel is for my opinion. And, you know, everyone has a right to their opinion. I feel like with Monique, because she said more since then, and she's kind of went off about different things. And, you know, we found out that Wanda Sykes was also offered a lowball-ass offer. She was offered less than $250,000 because she went on Twitter saying how they offered her less than half of what they offered Monique, and she just went elsewhere. This is the reason why I said I can't rock with Monique and what she is saying. Do we know that women are paid less than men? Yes, we know that. Do we know that black women are paid less than men? Yes, we know that. We know that there is a horrible discrepancy and wage gap between men and women in different fields. The issue that I have with Monique is Monique only had an issue with being paid less than someone else when it came to her. We ain't gonna act like the first time we found out that anybody was being paid less than somebody else was, oh my God, no one has ever had that happen to them except Monique. Now let's boycott Netflix. We know that Tracy Ellis Ross makes less than Anthony Anderson. Are we boycotting Blackish and ABC? No, we are not. I watched Grey's Anatomy. I didn't know that Meredith's character was being paid less than Derek's character. Yes, on Grey's goddamn Anatomy. So my thing is, it's not only happening in comedy. It's not only happening to black women. It's happening to women in general. But my issue with Monique is her motives for it, to me, is fucking selfish. And my thing is, she didn't say, hey, my loves, my babies, I love you for real. You know, we need to boycott anything where men are being paid more than women. No, she said, Netflix offered me a lowball ass offer, and I'm a black woman, but they paid so-and-so more money. Let's boycott them because they didn't give me what I wanted. Because my thing is, had they gave Monique her number, I don't know what her number was. I'm pretty sure she wanted more than what Amy Schumer was getting, and she probably would have took less than what they get Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. I'm guessing she has probably like 14, 15 million. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think Monique deserves 14, 15 million. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. But I feel like had Netflix gave Monique the amount of money that she asked for, let's say Wanda Sykes then came out and said, well, damn, they offered me this amount of money. Would Monique have wanted to protest Netflix then if she got her money but someone else didn't get theirs? No, she would not have. And what else is Monique doing? She's going after anyone who does not understand that they don't want to protest because she didn't get what she wanted to be paid. She went after Charlamagne and God. Charlamagne and God gave her donkey today for wanting to protest Netflix. She said how she was the most decorated comedian. He laughed at that, you know. And she like, you know, I saw that brother, you know, on the elevator one day, my loves, you know, I love you for real. And, you know, he was oh so nice. And I told him to tell his mama thank you. Blah, blah, blah. And then he gonna give me donkey today or whatever, you know. How can you do that? Do you not respect black women? So because he think you a donkey for wanting to boycott Netflix, now he don't respect black women, he don't respect women. Monique, shut the fuck up and have several seats, okay? My thing is, no one to my knowledge, was ever saying she wasn't a legend. No one, to my knowledge, was saying she should take the 500 grand and not care. No. Everyone says you should have negotiated for more. And if they didn't want to pay you more, then go to somewhere else. Is anyone else offering Monique a damn special to do? Is anyone else offering? Has anyone else ever lowballed Monique for what she was going to do? Has everyone always paid her what she thought she was worth? We know that they haven't. We know for a fact that she made $50,000 for Precious because it was a passion project. But that's something else she keeps bringing up. How Lee Daniels, got her blackballed. Oprah got her blackballed. Tyler Perry got her blackballed. She went on saying how Oprah, has never been on any award show trying to stand up for black women. That's not her demographic. Her support base is white women. On this whole thing, like, why are we supporting Oprah for president when Oprah don't support black women? I think no one could ever say that Oprah don't have white fans. We know Oprah got white fans. We know this. However, we can't also act like Oprah don't care about black women or black issues. I'm pretty sure, I'm damn near positive, Oprah has done more for black people that we not even aware of, because some people who do things for other people don't boast about it, because you don't do things for the accolades of saying that you've done things. And that's why I can't rock with Monique, because everything she's doing in defense of her, she's trying to knock someone else down, whether it be, and she keeps saying how, I wish people just tell the truth about me and say how I'm not difficult. I don't think everyone gonna lie about how their interaction with one person was. They just won't. And while Monique might not be the worst person in the world, many people have said she's very fucking difficult to work with. And I've heard that over the years. So I'm not boycotting Netflix. I don't give a fuck about how much money Monique is trying to get in her pocket. And again, the reason for that is because she's not saying let's boycott everyone who is being underpaid based on male or female wages. She ain't saying that. She again is saying, I didn't get the amount of money I wanted because I wanted to be paid, for instance, $15 million. They wouldn't give me that. So because they wouldn't give me that, that means they're not giving anybody that amount of money. And am I saying that Netflix is wrong? Right, and they ain't doing nothing wrong? I'm not saying that either. Not saying that by the least. But Monique's motives is some bullshit, okay? She ain't doing it for nobody but herself. She's not. And she can make as many videos and posts and say my love and sweethearts and babies as she want. I don't give a fuck. Monique is full of shit, okay? She was on the Sway show, and I didn't even like how Sway did the interview because he sat there and let that lady talk for like an hour. I couldn't even watch the whole goddamn thing because I had to go to work. But he let her tell her narrative and kind of didn't question it. When Monique literally said, telling me to take the money or to not, want to boycott or whatever, it's like, saying you can fuck me over or you can fuck me in the ass and tell me don't tell nobody. You can put your dick in my mouth and I can't tell. It's like the Harvey Weinstein thing. It's like telling all the victims of the Me Too movement to shut up. You cannot connect the two. Those are two completely different scenarios. Women who have been mistreated and who have been assaulted and who have been berated by people of power and forced to do things sexually that they don't want to do ain't got shit to do with how much money Netflix offered you to do a goddamn special. You said out your own mouth that they called you and said, hey, do you want to do a special? They didn't have to call you, but they did. So they called you to ask you if you wanted to do something. And the same way that when Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry or Oprah called you about that whole Precious movie and can you go and promote and we ain't gonna pay you as you said they said, and you said no, I don't work for free, you could have told Netflix, you know what y'all offer me to do this thing, I don't want to accept that amount of money. No, thank you. And you could have took your ass elsewhere. But no, you decided to go to Instagram and ask the world to protest because you didn't get the amount of money that you wanted to get. But I asked you, my love, I love you for real. If you would have got that amount of money, would you have still wanted to protest Netflix? Because Wanda Sykes didn't get that amount of money. And again, why are we only protesting Netflix? Why can't we protest all other places that do that? We knew that on E! News, Kat Sadler was getting paid less, who was a white woman, was getting paid less than her white male coworker. And she quit when she found out about it. She quit. So again, it's something that's happening all over. And I think that's what people got confused about. Y'all got so wrapped up. Because some black people, I love my people. But some of y'all motherfuckers be too caught up in the black-white scenarios of things. Are there race issues every day? Yes. Okay, not saying it's not. But sometimes there are things that also happen to white people. Okay? And in this aspect, women are paid less than men. Okay? We are. And whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a bus driver, E! News correspondent, a goddamn comedian on Netflix, whether you are an actress on Blackish, whether you're an actress on Grey's Anatomy, whether you're no matter where, we know it happens. We know the whole thing with who was it? Mark Wahlberg and an actress who he got paid like $100,000 to do reshoots, and she got maybe $1,000. It was two white people. It was two white people, and the white woman was paid significantly less than what Mark Wahlberg made, and they said it was because Mark Wahlberg negotiated to get more money. And she did. Now, he did end up donating the amount of money he got. It might have been $1 million, $100,000. Whatever the amount of money was, he donated it to the whole fund for, equality or whatever. But again, Monique's motives, in my opinion, were solely selfish. Solely selfish. Because again, she only was mad because she didn't get her number. That was it. It wasn't that she knew Netflix ain't want to pay her that much. She was mad because she didn't get her number. It's as simple as that. And had she got her number, she would not have cared. And she would have said, fuck Wanda Sykes. She went on the whole thing with even, Cheryl Underwood said. I don't know what Cheryl Underwood said. However, whatever she said, I think she was telling Monique she was full of shit. Monique then again went to her YouTube, her Facebook, her Instagram page, and was saying how, Cheryl, I know you won't have me or talk to me because you're scared of me, and, let's get face to face and talk about, bring me on your show. Monique is willing to say to whoever, for whatever reason, to get herself on someone's show. Because she's been doing a whole campaign about why she's doing this. And she's bringing up all this old shit, all this stuff that... Girl, don't nobody care about the whole thing about Precious. Because Precious came out 7-8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with Lee Daniels and the Empire stuff a couple of years ago. And I feel like, hell, I don't want to go see a damn Monique comedy show if all she gonna talk about is this old shit. I don't. She brings up how she was in, was it called This Christmas or whatever Christmas movie that was with her, Gabrielle Union, Omar Epps, Danny Glover was in it, all of them or whatever. How the movie made $42 million with a $17 million budget, but she was saying how Amy Schumer's movie made maybe $45 million, but it had a $42 million budget. So they didn't make a lot of money. So she had that whole thing. No one was saying that the movie that she was in was a crappy movie. The point of the thing was, you were not the star of the movie. You was the sister of the dead mother. You were not the star of that movie. You were good in it. We're not taking it away from you. You have a lot of comedy accolades. We're not going to take that from you. You got an Oscar that had nothing to do with comedy. But it is what it is. She brings up how the comedy awards, she has the most out of everyone. But I said to my mama today, we was talking about this, and I said, Monique is trying to be like this. It's the equivalent of you being on your job for 15 years, okay? And in 2018, you want to get a raise. Okay, you want to get a raise, but you want to get a raise based on the things you've done for the award you got in 2005, for the award you got in 2007, for some money you made for them in 2008. You can't get a raise in 2018 for shit that you did on your job 15 years ago. That ain't how it works. That's not how any of this works. And you can always be in your realm of employment. You can always be a president, a CEO, a beautician, a comedian. But in some instances, you have to be current and popping for them to pay you a lot of money. And is it right? No. That's the business world. Okay? That's the business world. If you really wanted to make a difference, you would have, again, and at this point I'm just ranting on. But, you know, I can't rock with Monique in this whole, you know, protesting Netflix. And again, I think Monique deserves for her first comedy special like $2 million. Pay her $2 million. Do a 30-minute set and see what happens. Ask to be paid on the back end based on the revenue. There are ways that you negotiate getting paid more money. You know, you get paid what you get paid up front, and then there's back end deals. You know what I'm saying? That you can ask to be paid based on percentages, based on revenue, based on other things. You could have did that, but I feel like because your husband might not be that good of a manager and that good of a negotiator, you were instantly offended from the beginning. Because she said they called and they asked that I want to do a special. I said we can see. They then sent people out to see my shows. They sent 3 separate people to 3 separate shows. They said the shows were good. They then sent me the offer, and the offer was $500,000, and I was offended. You know, I asked to speak to like the VP of Netflix. At first, they wouldn't come back and talk to me. I then said, if y'all don't, I'm going to go public and complain. And then they started talking to me. So you threatened to go public with something because, again, you weren't happy with your amount of money. That ain't how you do. If every business person talked about the back dealings of the deals, no one will work with you. And for me, it's a reason why people say you are difficult to deal with. Because someone offered you a lowball offer, you gonna say, I'm gonna go public and complain and say we should boycott you. And then they, of course, went back to talk to you. And then she said, you know, they gave a number, we gave a number. She still won't say what number she said. And they told her, we're too far apart on compensation amount. So, you know, we're going to decline, you know, giving you a special. And now you offended. Now you mad. Now you want people to boycott. So you want us to boycott because they took back not only the $500,000, and not only because they did not give you what you asked for, they also said, bitch, we don't want to work with you. We good. We straight. We okay over on this side. Girl, bye. So look, I'm not speaking on this Monique thing no more unless she do another interview. That's crazy. But, you know, I wish her nothing but success in life. But sometimes you can't point out one issue because it affects you when it's been going on and affecting everyone. Because, again, if we boycott Netflix, we got to boycott everybody. So, my loves, my honeys, my darlings, my sugars, I love you for real. I am Jay Lee. This is JD's Corner. Peace.